What's up guys, DBC4G here, back in another video, and in this video I'm going to be going over the top 5 cases that you can get for your LG G5. Let's get started. Quick reminder guys, new DBC4G merch is now available over on my official store. Just click that red Shop Now button currently located at the bottom of the screen, or for you awesome folks on mobile, there will be a link included in the description below to shop my official merch. Now on to the video. Okay, so we're gonna get things started off with the Rugged Armor case by Spigen. This case seems pretty protective. You don't have too much to worry about if you're just putting your phone down on the table, or if you're hitting an edge or anything like that. You really don't have much to worry about with this case. You also seem to have accurate access to your buttons. That doesn't seem to be an issue. Clicky volume up and down buttons. You seem to have adequate access to all of your ports on the top and bottom, and it's a very slim profile case. It doesn't add too much thickness at all. So if a slim profile is what you're after, the Rugged Armor by Spigen just might be your case. Check out the link in the description below to get yours today. Let's move on to the next case. The next case we have is another slim profile case, but this one is from a company called Distronic. I'm gonna slap this bad boy on here. It gives you accurate access to the home button in the back. All buttons here seem to be pretty clicky. You have all access to your ports, adequate access to your bottom ports as well. You have the Distronic branding on the outside of the case. I don't know if you guys can see that. You have the Distronic outline there. All buttons seem to be pretty clicky. No issue there. I think I did like the clickiness or the buttons of the Rugged Armor case more than I like on the Distronic. So that's one thing that I could compare. The home button hole is bigger on the Distronic case than the Rugged Armor case for sure. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. The first couple of cases, I wanted to kind of get some slim profile ones in there, some highly rated and pretty protective slim profile cases in there. Let's go ahead and move on to number 3 in the top 5 cases for your LG G5. And that is another one from Spigen. Now this one is actually a little different because, as you can see here, the bottom actually comes off of this case. This case is actually called the Style Armor. And I think what they're referring to as far as the Style Armor is the two-tone color of the case and the fact that the bottom can pull off separately. Now, I know if you have this phone, you understand why the bottom being able to pull off separately is actually cool. And that is because your phone is modular. The LG G5 is a modular phone. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slide the G5 into this. That's a pretty tough slide in right there. And then we're just gonna add the bottom piece to that. And it should slap on snugly. And there we go. This case is a lot more slippery than the other cases. So if that is a fear of yours, the Style Armor is definitely a lot slippier than the other cases. Again, it does cover all edges of the phone, unlike some of those cases that leave the top open. Why wouldn't I want to protect the top part of my phone? I don't understand cases like that. Manufacturers stop making them. You seem to get adequate access to all ports of this case. And then the cool part of this case is that it includes the button for your modular phone. You're able to pull the battery off. So you're able to press the button on this case. Let me see if I can go ahead and do this here for you guys. Press that button and then it should come right off with the case. I would like more grip on this style armor though. Like that style armor would have been better if it had a little more grip to it. Let's move on to case number 4. We have a case by Oblique, and this case is the Skyline Advance. This one actually has dual protection. So you have like your case that you've been getting with the other top cases, your inline TPU gel type situation, but then you also have this hard shell on the back for added protection. So for those of us, me, who like even more protection on your device, these last 2 cases are going to be the cases that you really want to keep your eye on. So I'm going to go ahead and pop the G5 into the Oblique Skyline Advance. Pop, pop, pop. And there we go. Now see that bad boy. Now that bad boy feels protected. Now that feels hefty right there. That feels hefty. You still have accurate access to your buttons on the back. Your volume up and down are clicky. Now Now, these are a little less clicky, but I'm gonna wait till the phone turns on. These are a little, I believe, less clicky than the other ones, but adequate access to the ports on the bottom, adequate access to the ports on the top. I like this mesh design on the side here. That's pretty cool on both sides. Another cool feature about the Oblique Skyline Advance, unlike any of the other cases in this series, you actually have a kickstand on this case. It can actually stand, and you can watch like a Netflix or anything like that, and it actually stays put for the most part. I mean, if you're not like banging on your phone or anything like that, it actually pretty much stays put. And if you see here, there's a little magnet here, so it's actually magnetic to hold the kickstand into place. It really won't move from there. So that's a cool feature about this case as well. It says that it's military grade drop protection. So this is definitely going to give you more protection than your other cases so far in this series. The Skyline Advance, again, if this is your cup of tea, I have links in the description below to all of these cases. But that is case number 4, the Skyline Advance from Oblique. Let's move on to the 5th and final case in this series, and that is another case by a familiar name by now, by Spigen. I've used this case in particular. This is the Neo Hybrid case from Spigen. I've used this on quite a few of my phones. Yeah, this has actually been the case of choice. It is also a dual layer case like the Skyline Advance that we just took a look at. And what's different about this one is, unlike the back hard case, the Neo Hybrid only has a bumper. So that was the top 5 cases that you could get for your LG G5. Now, really quick before we get out of here, I just want to share my favorite of the 5 cases with you guys. Honestly, out of the top 5 cases, my favorite is definitely the Oblique Skyline Advance. That's my favorite. This is the top case, in my opinion, that you can get for your LG G5, and it's Oblique's Skyline Advance. Anyways, guys, that'll be it for this one. This has been the top 5 cases that you can grab for your LG G5. All links to each one of the cases will be in the description below. If you like this video, go ahead and hit like. If you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I have many videos on the way, so be sure not to miss any one of those by hitting the subscribe button below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.